it cut off a lot of critical thinking for me, because I just can't imagine that I couldn't have figured out even back then. This wasn't a matter of government waste. This was the Pentagon needs to make sure that the way it spends money is not transparent, because then our enemies, if you're an American, I happen to be, our enemies are going to use it to come after us. And that's the cost of nation statism. When I say our enemies, I mean I didn't necessarily voluntarily become part of the nation state. I did, in a manner of speaking, though, I did join the army, and didn't make it out of boot camp. So I guess I was a failure in even trying to serve my country. But in a manner of speaking, you could say that I consented, but I don't really look at what I did there as consent. I look at it as cooperation, and I've come to understand the difference between consent and cooperation, and I'll get to that some other time. But for now, I just didn't think of that. So for the longest time, I just believed the trope and thought about, oh man, they're just, where should it go? Play the toilet seat, yeah, all that stuff. It's like, I think that one though, I wasn't that out of touch. I think by my mid-20s, I had already, that's when I first said, wait a second, why didn't I think of this? So I still wasn't really talking to humanity yet, even though I was, but I just didn't understand that I was. Anyway, I mean, I was a poet. I wrote, and I still am a poet. As a matter of fact, you guys, if you watch the show regularly, you know I'm a poet, because you're going to have a NewsPoem in here, because now this is giving me a reason to write poems again. So that's what I'm doing. So, I don't know, makes sense to me. But at the other hand, what also makes sense to me is people should be looking and thinking, do we really need this nation-state model? Is there a way that we could stay together in this region, reasonably, let's say the United States of America, as it is configured right now? I don't know if Hawaii would want to continue to be part of this, or Alaska. I imagine Alaska probably would. But I don't know. Give people a chance. If you want to get out now, get out now. But the ones that want to stay, that we can have some sort of confederal union that offers individuals and associations a lot more autonomy to develop their own ways and means, and our technologies are such that that's quite possible. I mean, the United States government could take $2 trillion, and really, there's eventually it's going to collapse. They keep doing this, of course, but there's still time. I'm telling you, there's a lot more trillions of magic money left in this system than people think. I'm not saying a whole lot more, but a lot more probably than most people think. So right now, if you take that $2 trillion and you invest it in, you just flood everyone with whatever you have to give to maximize the most amount of people that quickly adopt to a self-sustaining and close associative sustaining lifestyle, where we are at the ground level supplying as much as possible the fundamentals to our living, our power, our food.